Welcome back to the Quiet Car Podcast, episode 20. That is 2-0 for everybody that didn't go to high school. Shout out to this is our national part 1 show. We got 3 parts to the show. Because we can just do that. So it's your boy Money right here. I got JP next to me right there. I got Yabe on the side. And don't you forget to add him on Whatnot at YAYBO. We got the 24-hour stream coming up soon.
Huge things coming.
Huge things coming.
Oh, my God.
And we are going to discuss a private card show that we are going to put on next week. Maybe. Okay. So, all right. So information on that coming out next week for the private card show. Okay. And we'll tell you location and everything. But until then, we got a lot to cover. Now, like I said, this is the national part 1 show. This is basically what we are going to do for the national. We're not giving no tips. We're just going to tell you what we're going to do. Okay? We don't care if y'all go. We're going to go there, but then we'll tell you.
Party and profits.
Okay? All right? So, y'all can take this with a grain of salt, but we got to get into this. Now, we're gonna do card show review. Well, but the real kicker is we gotta talk about the Dallas situation. That is going to be top priority for us. $2 million
heist of the year.
That is crazy. But right now, JP, talk to him,
bro. This weekend we went to the Nashville Card Show. I went to the Nashville Card Show. And man, it was wild. Now, I'll be honest, I was a little worried with how the turnout was going to be because at the same time of the Nashville Card Show, you had the Dallas show and then Collecticon in Dallas. So I was thinking it was going to be kind of sporadic and not as full.
Wait a minute.
Bro.
Hold on. It was Collecticon in Dallas and the Dallas Card Show?
Yes. Okay. In the same weekend. Which, I mean, I think we need to have some kind of organization of show promoters. But, we got to do better on our planning. I mean, But as far as how Nashville turned out, I was very surprised. There was not an empty table in the room. Trade night was just incredible. I mean, it was popping. And people set up early. I mean, the show was still going on and people are coming into the second room trying to pick up tables, kind of go ahead and just lock down areas. It was great, bro. I mean, there was money flowing in the room. I want to say shout out to our homies in Nashville, Big Hungry Collectibles.
Yeah,
man, bro, I want to say they spent like $45,000 in like the span of 3 hours just on the Saturday. I mean, it was crazy. And myself, I had a super big pickup and it was beautiful. I've already sold it. 12 photos on eBay. Off to France.
See ya.
Off to France.
So I tell you, man, it was a great time. I mean, the show was really good. I was a little skeptical. Like I had told Amani, I said, I don't know with it, all these other shows going on, but it was really good. I mean, it was a great show. There were a lot of big major content creators there. It was a fun time.
Gabe, what's up? What you got? What's been going on your way?
Man, I had a week off from work, man. So took a trip back to South Carolina to see Mom Dukes. And the rest of the week, man, I was on vacation at the beach. You haven't visited Fort Morgan, Alabama beach? Very awesome.
Okay.
Very nice, pretty white sand. Beautiful, beautiful place to be, man. But card-wise, man, we picked up some WNBA Prism.
Oh, yeah, talk about that. Yeah.
Yo, man, my daughter, she's been putting together 21, 22, 23 Prism WNBA. And we found some $10 Blackster boxes at Walmart. And
let's go.
Yo, she pulled, first card out was, Asia Wilson, right? That's a girl.
Uh-huh.
But man, later on in the pack, pulled out an auto. She got a Ionescu auto.
Ooh, yeah.
Green.
What?
Green Ionesco. Yeah, man. I was like,
bro, that
my God, we were
definitely
going
paid for
crazy.
quite a few more boxes.
Yeah, man, we were going crazy. I told her how much it was worth, like, ungraded. She was like, what? I was like, yeah. Yeah,
Be
man.
very careful with it.
The last two blaster boxes, man, she got a Angel McCautry, green auto, and Sabrina Ionescu, green auto.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. So yeah, my resilient daughter.
Man,
Yabo
I
Bella
kind of feel.
in the house.
Let's go. I kind of feel like retail is the play right now, honestly. Like, so many of these people are sleeping on retail products, and it's like, bro, like, hitting heat like that? Like,
I mean, $10 blaster, man, on some Prism. Yeah, man. She,
Yeah.
it helps her put
Easy.
put the whole set together, man. So it's been good, man. Good week. Back to work.
Easy. So
now you're going to grade that with PSA, right? Or are you going to go with SGC?
Yeah, definitely PSA on this one.
Oh yeah.
On the auto, on the modern. I typically go SGC on the vintage.
Now, question: are you going to do the auto grade as well, or just the overall grade?
I'm gonna have to look at them again. I think the Sabrina, I think hers it looked pretty good. Meaning that the entire autograph is on the sticker. I need to look back at the Angel McCautry auto to see if that was good. But I check for stuff like that, and then also, clean full stroke of the pen or marker all the way through.
Yeah.
And also sometimes they'll, depending on like the direction of the auto, with respect to the other font and words on the card, they might get a different grade too. So stuff like that, man. But yeah, PSA is gonna be the move on me.
Bro, I love that for her. That's epic. That's going to be a hit that she will literally be 30, 40 years old and go,
Yeah.
I was ripping with my dad and we hit. It was like,
Yo, she has quite a nice, women's female PC. Her PC is pretty swell, man. So yeah, we'll have to do a show on that one day. She and I get on YouTube and show everybody her collection. But yeah, man, it's good to do that with the kids, man, for sure.
Yeah, he sent that to me. I was like, ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one there.
Yeah, hot hands.
So,
Amani, you hit 2 shows this weekend, right?
Yeah, so I was at Louisville Car Show that Saturday morning, which never disappointed. Now, the only reason I went there, I basically made the sale of all the vintage 66 stuff that Yabo and I sent up there. You know what I'm saying? So I already made all that. I sold all of them, but the two cards, and he really loved them too. The whole thing was that he had a whole box of 66 stuff, and I was just like, "Yo, if I had the time,
Batman,"
and it was like, look, if I had the time, number one, I probably would get the whole box. Number one, because I know Yabo would just fall in love with this box. I mean, it had not just the Batman in there. I mean, it had probably every show. I wouldn't even say it had like Beverly Hillbillies or something like that in there. It was like crazy. Like I'd never seen these cards before. I mean, it was 3-row box stacked up raw cards, just stacked. I was like, next time I see them, I might have to dig in there. But I just really didn't have time. So, show was packed. I was also worried about Nashville also and how that was gonna go. Not really, because like I said, I already made a sale, so I'm just there just for I'm just there. But man, I did. I always do good at that show, because I always come with the Tutu Adwells, and I always come with the Louisville stuff, the Lamar Jackson stuff. I know that when I'm out buying stuff, I'm always looking at that show, going, okay, I need stuff for Louisville show. So, and it's great. I love that show. It's 4 hours up there. It ends at 2:00. I mean, it's literally ends at 2, but it let's see, probably about 10 to about 1 is wall to wall people. You can't move. It's over with. And about 1:15, it's dead. You basically just going to you're dealing with dealers. And a lot of dealers start packing up and stuff, and then either you can kind of free range and kind of go talk to dealers and this. About 2:00, man, you out of there. You know what I'm saying? You gone. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's perfect because I can go to Nashville. I gain an hour, so I'm not going to get there like super late. Made it right on time. Hit up trade night. Did deals at trade night, and we will be in Indianapolis, Fisher, Indiana, this Saturday. Yeah. We're gonna be at that show, and that's our last show to the National. Well, it'll be my last show to the National, but that's the show that I need to stock up on some inventory on for the National. So hopefully I can sell some stuff and replace some stuff. Because man,
yeah. One more thing on the Nashville show, I was kind of up in the air of whether I was going to stay the night or not. Definitely did well enough at the show to pay for a hotel room. Like it
worth it.
It's a great show. Oh yeah. Well, see, Sunday I ended up going to the zoo. So Sunday was my birthday.
That's right.
And I was like, man, I've been to Nashville so many times, and I hadn't been to the zoo since I've been an adult. So that was a surprise, man.
Yeah, it's a good birthday to remember going to the zoo. Happy birthday, bro.
Big 3-4, man, getting up there.
Oh, the 34 Shaq.
Shaq, Kill O'Neal.
Shaq here.
Yeah. Listen.
If you see some, so you're talking about the like the movies or the like TV show cards.
Yeah.
If you run into the Three Stooges, that's the play.
He has that.
The Three Stooges cards are expensive, especially in high grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think he has them raw.
Crazy.
I mean, I think I saw some on the table. I didn't really like. I mean, I would just, I did the deal and then just kind of, looked and go. I think I saw some Three Stooges, but yeah. I mean, I can say. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Larry Moe Curly, for real. I don't know, like for some reason, man. Yeah, they're more like sought after than other shows.
So, think about Three Stooges. We're gonna get a little update from what we reported last week about the vending machine in Vegas, about the PSA vending machine in Vegas. Found out that that's not a PSA official grading vending machine, whatever you want to call it. It's not.
Shout out to Rattle Pokemon. He put out a beautiful video about who actually owns that machine. And I think it was literally 4 hours later from the time he dropped the video to when PSA put out a public announcement to go, oh, hey, we're not actually connected to this.
No.
But crazy, though.
Because they had it in big, bold letters, too, man.
Oh, they took it down. They took all, no PSA now. They took it all down. They took it all down now. So it's just a card vending machine that you pay $50 and hopefully you get something. Which now is like,
but it was empty. They had to refill it, yo.
They had to refill it because it was PSA.
Buying them.
That was crazy.
Being used.
People was like,
well, I want to say that's a misuse of a brand. I mean, honestly, that's like me just taking the Rolex logo and just putting it on some bogus watches and go, oh, well, it says Rolex. And it's like, bro. And especially that's what PSA is selling. They're not selling the product or the service. They're selling the brand. It's the Tudor. It's the Rolex. It's the, anybody could just have a watch to tell time. But it's different when you've got a Rolex. It's different when you've got a Tudor. It's, oh, you've got an AP on? Like, anybody could just go buy a Casio. So, I mean, I'm glad that they took action on it. I'm surprised, though, that it took them that long.
But they didn't know. That's the whole thing. Is that's what social media is about right now. It's just like
that's the power.
Unless somebody like reports it. I mean, like I said, you can put if you do the Rolex thing, say in Bridge Street, you have a Rolex, watch vending machine in Bridge Street, right there next to the Agave, whatever it's called,
Agave and Rye,
which they got very good tacos over there. And you just really, well, I mean, I haven't been to the bus yet, so But
when you hit the bus, you'll know good tacos.
It's because you can go like right over there. You can put it right over there. No, Rolex is not going to know until somebody posts a video on it and go, "Yo, they got a Rolex vending machine in Huntsville," and then Rolex is going to hunt you down like nobody's business and go, "Who is this guy? Think he is?"
Yeah. Who do you think I am? Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think I am, bitch? So also, another news, but I think this is pretty crazy though. Apparently, that with the cleaning cards now, and that's the whole popularity, and everybody's upset and whatever. We have information that some promoters and basically show producers of car shows, they're not allowing people to clean cards, like have a service at their shows anymore.
Have a booth set up.
Have a booth and everything. You can get your card over, crack it, put that wax on it, put that armor all, slider that thing up like some ribs in Memphis. Nope. Can't do it. Not anymore.
I wouldn't have it either, man. Yeah, I wouldn't have it.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. If I'm a show promoter, I'm not allowing that by any means, because for one, that's going to make the show look bad. I mean, like, oh, what are y'all doing over here? Oh, we're just, putting a little bit of this armor all on here, and now it's going to get a PSA 10. But then you ask those people, oh, hey, do you tell PSA you do this? Oh, they get real low voice. Oh, no, you don't do that. You send a couple crappy cards before, and if they don't hit those, then you send the good card. And it's like, bro, y'all know y'all are doing some shady stuff.
Yeah, man.
Hey, also, real quick, I wanted to shout out the homies that spent like 40, 50 grand. It's Born Hungry Collectibles.
Born Hungry Collectibles.
Best shop in Nashville. Super great guys. But yeah, you should check them out. Born Hungry Collectibles.
And they got shoes there too. And it's growing. The shoes crazy.
Literally, as fanatics and all these other people are freaking out about like other big shops, I really think the Born Hungry Collectibles guys, they're doing it right. You could go in and trade your Jordans today for, a Wimby, whatever you want. I mean, you guys do everything. Great guys. Great guys. But yeah, back to the juicing the cards. Bro, if I'm a show promoter, or if I'm giving advice to a show promoter, the moment you see people hitting that little armor all on there, you need to walk up and go, hey, bro, if you're going to vend at my show, you got to put that aside. You can't.
What about just cleaning? What about like what Mr. Minty does?
I'll be honest with you, bro. I think PSA is upset about Mr. Minty too. I'm going to be real with you. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's, in my eyes, it's literally the equivalent of I'm selling a used car. Oops, it's got some rust spot. Oh, you put some Bondo over it, put some paint. Don't tell nobody. Like, oh, yeah. And it's like, bro, that's not what you want, man. When you're buying the Corvette, you don't want half that dang fender to be Bondo. I
mean, I feel you on that. Like, I don't want like armor all type stuff on the cards. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second.
But yeah, I mean, Amani, what do you think? I mean, do you think that? I mean, even keeping it to the comparison of the car, I'm not going to go get a 76 Corvette and go, oh, half this thing's Bondo. Like, no, bro. If I'm spending big boy money, I want the numbers matching. I want the all metal. I want the real deal. Like, I don't want this. Well, don't run a magnet over it. That section's got Bondo, but it looks great. It's like, bro, that.
So are we always even the people that crack it out and just kind of like, put a little thing on there? Are we just saying just don't put Kurt's stuff on there, or are we just saying like don't clean cards? Like you can't come to the show and
I don't know if you can put a solvent on there. Yeah, I don't know if you can put solvents or solutions other than like water. But that like brings me to the question: is it okay to like press and use like maybe like Play-Doh type stuff to get off like dirt or something like that, like you do in the comic book world? That's totally fine
No.
there.
Can't do it in the comic book world. They don't want that.
We're doing it in the comic book world.
They don't want it in the car world.
They get clean. They get pressed.
Yes. Now I would say Jerry.
Yeah, I was going to say the moment PSA or a big grading company offers a service, totally kosher. Go for it. But when these guys are chasing you down saying, hey, we're going to give it what is the N64 designation, authentic altered, bro. And listen, every one of these people I've personally talked to about it, they all kind of lowered their voice. Like, well, you hit it with this and that, I mean, it's not something that I'm going to practice, and it's not something that I'm necessarily going to have promoted at my show. You know what I mean? If you're putting my brand, my name, it's bad on the shows. You know what I mean? Like, now if it's a scenario like, hey, Amani got this card, it's a PSA 5, it looks undergraded, go crack it. Cool. Whatever, right? Like, there's human error there, right? I totally get that. But man, I don't know. I think it's something that show promoters should address. I mean, especially if people are blatantly just like, oh, hey, you want to buy a little bit of the juice? Here's the juice. Give me a little 20 spot. I'll hit it with a little waxy wax.
That's what they do. Yeah.
And like, so for instance, the item that I bought this weekend and sold right after this weekend, I literally advertised on it. I said, hey, has a few minor scratches on the hollow, like took photos to show, because at least if that person believes in it, they can go for it. I don't want to make that decision for somebody else.
I get what everybody's saying. I think it's just listen. It's either this is going to be two things. It's either this is going to become a thing of just nobody's not going to do it, or it's just like it's going to be like just like grading back in the early 90s. It's like everybody hated it, but then they're doing it now. It's like, when, is this ever going to become a thing? Like, is the cleaning, like, are there solutions?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm willing to pivot on my opinion, right? Like, but man, when PSA, Nat Turner, all these guys are like, hey, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. We don't. And I think their thing is they offer a guarantee on the grade. They, if we tell you this is a PSA 10 and the card starts falling apart in 10 years, they have a money back guarantee, right? So, the moment PSA stands on business and goes, hey, wax it, clean it, soak it, whatever you want to do, at that point, I'm willing to pivot on my own personal opinion. But as far as stuff that I'm buying for me and that I want to last, multiple years, please don't touch my card with that stuff. Please don't, I still feel like the 97 Chrome set with the Kobe rookie that always greens out.
You think
I feel like somebody would, I think they were hitting it with the juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, oh, bro, look, you just take this little polish, you just hit a little alcohol to wipe it off, like, and then 10 years later, all these really expensive cards just turn green, and it's like
because of the sun,
bro. There's a lot of people pulling them out of safety deposit boxes. It's like, hey, this thing ain't seen UV light in 20 years, and it's still green.
It's still turning green.
So I think it was a topical solution. You know what I mean? And that was one of the first years that they started doing the shiny, right? It's real popular now that all the cards are shiny. But back in the day, most of the products were paper products. They were that it's not construction paper, but almost a construction paper kind of paper versus the shiny semi-gloss, whatever that they're using now.
This is to be continued. I'm just waiting for like I said, I think
I still think a company's eventually going to offer it as a service. They're literally going to say, "Hey, why are we going to let Kurt make this money? You're already sending us your card. we'll prep it for you, and we'll take your 5 and turn it into a 9.
If you're HGA,
huh?
If you're HGA, you go, we accept the cleaning solutions. Woo!
I still wouldn't use them. Nobody's going to.
I mean, of course, HGA. Nobody's going to use them. No.
But I got my custom slab. It's got something special up there, and it's like
it matches the color of the jersey. What? And no. Speaking of speaking about color, speaking about jerseys and different shows. So here's the thing, right? I got credible inside information on Fanatic Fest. I would love to spill for y'all right now.
Bro, spill the beans, because I've also heard this from some other people as well. So I think the talk of the town is 100% true.
So with Fanatic Fest, I guess the thing for us is that I know Yable and I really wanted to be the vendors there. Really want to be vendors just to see like what it's about. Is it a car show? Hope it's not like anything like the Mint. It's just is it a convention? Do you just walk around? Like, it's a whole what is it? That's what we want to know. Like, what is going on? So, you email people, you try to follow all the, which ways to go with vending and all this other stuff. Can't find nothing, this and this. Okay, cool. Now, people that I know that's actually going up there are telling me, okay, credible information that, so when you're a vendor there, you have a minimum of 3 tables. That's there. It's $1,000 a table. So basically paying $3,000 minimum to that show. This is your regular vendor.
Which that isn't the bad part. I mean, that sounds completely reasonable, especially for a show in New York. Like, it's going to be expensive. But here is the kicker.
So, but if you're a hobby shop that's going there to, be a, that's, you're going through all the allocations and everything, this, you have to go to all 3 Fanatic Fests. You have to be committed to go. I think it's New York, Orlando, and Los Angeles. So when you go, if you go to 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3, you just can't make the third one or the second one is this, they will cut your allocations for Fanatics tops. So no more wax for that. That's crazy.
I heard this from a a very reliable source, and to a point, I want to say I kind of understand, right? But man, like, stuff happens, bro. I mean, what happens when it's like, oh, hey, I hit 2 of the 3 and grandma passed away or something? Like, grandma, I'd love to go to the funeral, but I got to keep the business alive. So deuces from afar. Like,
Yabo also said this. It's like, now these car shops, they don't have travel budgets. It's no like, we gotta.
All of these trips are expensive. I mean,
yeah.
And I couldn't imagine going as a brick and mortar, because as a guy, like me personally, I mean, bro, I couldn't imagine going, okay, it's me, Becky, Sally, team of 5 people, hotels, food. They're still all on the clock. They're still all on payroll. Like, that's a very, very expensive, it's a lot, man. It really is.
Yeah, especially if you're going, if you're in Huntsville and you got to go to New York, okay, that's going to be expensive. Then you got to go down to Orlando, which, I mean, like, even if it's like, 4, 5, 6 months apart, or if it's every year or whatever, which is, I think they're supposed to do maybe 2 a year or something like that.
To my understanding, it's like, I thought it was closer to 3 to 5 a year is what they were going to move to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you go to Orlando, and then after that, it's like Los Angeles. Like, I mean, I get it. Some big shops can do it, and that's probably why, if you look on the vendor list, it's this, it's the bigger shops out of everybody. That's like, that's why I look at it. Like, do you want like just regular vendors there? I don't think so. I think you want people that's going to be showing up to the Tops convention and stuff.
Now, and I mean, for the heritage auctions, the PWCCs, the golden auctions, the big boys of the world, the big, like, okay, I totally get it. But man, for like the mom and pop shop, I mean, even like the guys at Cards HQ, right? Like they've got a massive shop, but bro, I mean, to think that like you still need to keep your front doors open and you're sending a team here and you're sending a team here, like, bro, that's, I mean, even if you're making, $100,000 $1 million a month, crazy sales, that's still a big request. I mean, honestly.
If, like I said, now if these shows are having, these shows got 80,000 people there, 60 to 80,000 people there.
You're going to want to send your whole team. You're not going to want to send 3 guys. You're going to want to send the squad, man. So you're really, you're kind of forcing these shops to either, I mean, I don't know how you can. So like, for instance, our local card shop, right? Shout out Champs, great shop, right? It's 3 guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how do I afford as a small brick and mortar to have my front door open and me and the other guys go to the next place? Like, it's a stretch, man. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe I just have to hire people. But then on top of that, like I said, if this ends up to be like Fanatic Fest ends up to be like one of the bigger shows, huge show, you're not bringing stuff that you'll take to Nashville.
You're gonna bring your best and brightest. You're not gonna go, hey, this is my mid-tier employee. He's pretty good at price. No, you gotta send your guy that's out there hitting home runs every time. I mean, like shout out to Cards HQ. Carter was at Dallas, bro. They bought so much. They were like, dude, I don't know how we're gonna fly back. Like, we might have to rent a U-Haul and drive back. So like, you're already sending your best and brightest. You're already paying ridiculous prices, and you're still trying to go and buy, and you're still trying to go and sell. And then now, talking about the Dallas show, you got to really start looking at paying some armed security. You know what I mean? Like, you got the heist of the year, 1 million to 2 million, give or take, whatever your numbers are, just got stolen at Dallas. And bro, like, it's a lot, man. I mean, I kind of sympathize with Fanatics. Hey, you want to lock people in. You want to make sure people are actually going to show up. But boy, to say, hey, you don't show up to all 3, we're cutting your allocation.
It's over.
And now maybe that changes next year. Maybe that changes after these first 3 shows. But man, I could not imagine a situation where it's like, dang, I missed 1 show and now I got my allocation dropped.
It's over.
There's a lot of these shops that literally, that's how they live. That's how they breathe. Like, now you've got like the shops like the Burbanks of the world where it's like they're primarily a singles-based scenario. So, maybe those people shrug their shoulders and say, we missed 1, whatever. But the vast majority of shops that I see, they live and breathe on their allocation.
I don't know. Like I said, that's going to be, who's going to lose their allocation first, and then after the 3 shows, it's like, what, like, are we just going to have just Fanatic Fest and Collecticon? I feel like that's all it's going to be, like Fanatic Fest and Collecticon.
But earlier,
it seems like they're going for the throats of Collecticon. I mean,
Collecticon's the biggest, man.
For right now.
But I mean, it would suck though, man, to be in their shoes, man, because like you got a budget for that. You got a yearly, plan, right? They're coming up with this. Is it gonna be this fiscal year? I don't have that in my budget, as a maybe a small shop or something.
Yeah.
To do all that travel and send products, travel separately, drive cross country.
And Yabo, like what we were saying, like, when you go to something like Fanatics Fest, you don't want to send your mid-tier employees. You want to send the guys that's hitting home runs every time. But how do you keep the doors open to your brick and mortar? Like it feels like a lot to ask. I mean, maybe. And here's the caveat: if it's just these first 3, and then they change the rules after that. But if that's the running rules, holy crap. Who's going to be the dealers at these shows? Like, you're eventually going to scare people away, and they're going to go, hey, I would just rather not sign up so I don't have to almost lose allocation or something.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
So speaking of, like I said, we got the with Fanatic Fest going on. So big topic at hand is Dallas. Okay. If anybody don't know,
the year, bro.
Highest of the year.
Craziest thing.
So for what we know now, okay, it was so Dallas Car Show happened over 4th of July weekend. Okay. Sunday, there was at the end of the show at Day Sports Cards, huge vintage dealer. Okay.
Great guys, first off. Great guys.
Pretty collection too, man. Golly.
And the show happens, packing up and everything, and you can see on
it's like a team of 4 people basically targeted a group.
It was 2 people, vendors. So 2 people at the bottom right now talking. You can see the guy in a white shirt come. That's the 3rd one that's coming. They distracted him just enough that there was a guy that came in between the tables and then just grabbed it and then left.
Grabbed a Zion case filled with $2 million worth of cards.
$2 million worth of cards. Now, luckily, like I said, they got everything on camera. But man, you talking about, first of all, now we know that watching the cameras now, they was basically casing them the whole weekend.
Yeah.
So we can see them buying the ticket. We saw that video tapes them buying the tickets and everything. We have, like I said, we have pictures of the guys and everything from the video cameras. But man, you talking about, $2 million worth is gone.
Now, we definitely got to give our flowers to the show promoters over at Dallas. It's the first show I've ever went to that at every table they had multiple cameras set up on like a 12-foot, 15-foot pole in all directions. Because even going to National last year, there was a few tables that had like cameras like watching their stuff, but literally Dallas in all the rooms, all the halls had cameras all over the place. And really, to each show promoter listening, you need to put it in your budget. It's going to pay for itself. I mean, while it is some bad press for Dallas, if they didn't have those video cameras, we wouldn't have the information that we have now.
You'll be nowhere, right? At least got some faces to put with them. You got to find those guys and hopefully find the cards too. I mean, time is precious right now.
And man,
for those cards, right?
I would hope that the police find these people before other people do, because I'm going to be honest, you're not getting Pastor Cliff to show up to the house. You're getting some guys that want to give you some concrete shoes and throw you in the bottom of a river, because they even put out a $70,000 bounty. Any information towards the capture of these gentlemen who stole the cards.
Yeah, so just information.
Crazy, bro.
Man, I feel sorry for those young vendors, man. Young brothers hate that.
And I feel like that's why those vendors were targeted, is because it's the what is it, the 2 sons or
the 2 sons and the dad. And I think their son, I think a friend was there also.
Yeah, so, something like that.
The young kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like high school age kids. Like literally.
Man, golly, it makes me sick, man. Because, very, trustworthy, gentlemen, probably, and put a lot of trust in, folks around them coming to shows, showing off their cars, get real comfortable. It's a fun environment. I mean, it's easy. It can be easy to get distracted, man, if you don't have, somebody especially assigned, to watch.
Well, that was the thing of the guy who actually snatched it. He was behind the table stacking up chairs, like he was acting like he worked there. And so he's there
Yeah.
just stacking up chairs and stuff.
It was some
But
shiesty stuff now, for sure.
man, that was just crazy. That right there. So, like I said,
you always got to keep your head on a swivel when you're a dealer. If you're a dealer at any show, you see me, you see Amani, you see Marcus, bro, if you need a bathroom break, we all got you. We're not going to sit there and let nobody mess with your table, nothing like that. I mean, I can't tell you. So when I got to Nashville, I had one of my dealer buddies calling me like the moment I got to Nashville. He's like, "Hey, bro, where you at? Where you at?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in the parking lot. What's up?" He goes, "Bro, I got to use the bathroom, something." And he was the only one at his table. He went as a one-man band.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, when I tell you, he had most people's yearly salary sitting on his table. So, he can't walk away. And so the moment I get there, he's like sitting there, got this little sweats going on, going, I gotta hit the bathroom. Like, but if you don't have a connection, if you don't have friends like that, bro, it could be a potentially really scary situation. I mean, honestly.
And if you got that inventory, hire some security, especially big shows like that.
Yeah.
Hire security.
100%. Listen, an armed redneck is about $30 an hour. Like,
and a 12-pack. And a 12-pack.
Listen, I want me a big, thick dude with something sticking in his pocket. And listen, if you got that level of inventory, you need to have that. I mean, referencing the last national, you go to the Golden booth, you go to the PWCC booth.
Oh,
you got these real big guys in suits, and you look at their suit, and you're sitting there going, I got that blinky on you. Okay, what's
up? Yeah, PWCC had them thing like they had a whole, they had them all over the place.
Yeah.
But
it was nice to watch that too, man. Yeah, yes. I mean, when you got like first original issues of Superman and Spider-Man and Jackie Robinson cards,
crazy amounts of inventory like that.
Yeah,
you need to be budgeting some level of security.
Yeah,
and
I'll probably
shout out for all the cheapskates. Like I'm not up to that tax bracket yet. Throw an air tag in your case, please. It's $30. Get a tile, get something. I think doesn't Quantum offer some kind of little GPS?
Yeah, Quantum got that also. Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse. You got to assume everybody's shady. I mean, even my girl, when I walk away from the table, I'm like, hey, get off your phone, look around, don't hand people stuff. Like, like don't go, oh, hey, here's a 52 mantle if you want to look at it. I've had people ask me a lot of times. I go, ooh, that looks nice. Cool, man. Are you trying to buy? Oh, I was just looking. Cool, man. Take a picture. Like,
yeah.
The case has glass. You can see straight through it.
Yeah. Oh man, everybody's gonna be on, higher alert now, I guess. Vendor wise. I just, hate those guys had to be the ones who, go through it to get us on high alert, man.
No, that's just like I said. That is, but hearing that was just like, and then actually, because we broke it down and we were zooming in and stuff, I was like, oh no, those are the kids. That makes it even worse. That makes it even worse with the kids and everything. So, like I said, if you got that much inventory, hire security, air tag it up, just keep the box like, or just be close to the box. Even if somebody want to talk to you, hey, come around to the front table. Let's talk.
Yeah. I want to say it was Sports Card Nonsense. Jesse had even mentioned, he goes, bro, just get you one of the like real long bike locks and lock it to the table. Like if you're gonna pick up the case, you're taking the whole damn table with you, and you're gonna notice somebody pulling away with the table. Like, what you doing over there, bro?
Yeah, I mean, golly, I hate we got to go through all that.
Crazy.
I want to say, like, I want people, instead of have to do, put air tags and cable ties on stuff, like, why don't people just do better, man? Act better. Don't steal people's shit.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying?
If it was that easy.
If you're listening to this, quit being shiesty. Let people have this shit.
Bro, if you're shiesty and you're listening to this podcast, turn it off. Never listen to us again. Please. Go somewhere with that garbage.
Oh, man. It drives me crazy, man.
Yeah, FBI
I don't like rogues. Unless they're, X-Men.
That's just amen to that. Amen to that. But yeah, that's just like, you know what I'm saying? But man, so like I said, hopefully by by tomorrow or tonight, I want to see, hey, we got the guys, because they already know. Yeah, because like I said, we already got pictures of what y'all look like. So hey, it's just a matter of time.
I want cards too. I hope the car's still in the slabs that they we're taking in. Yeah, I hope everything is intact.
And a smart thing that they did was if you go, so if anybody's listening to this and they see, like, if you go to a show, like I would definitely do this in Indianapolis, they actually have the spreadsheet on their links on their social on Day Sports Cards. They actually have the actual spreadsheet of all the cards that are missing. So you just match them up like that.
Yeah, and I want to say shout out to Mascot, shout out to Veriswap.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah.
That literally, they've got the link that, like, I think Mascot put out. They said the moment somebody puts these cards in, we're going to flag them, report them to the police. Like,
that's what's up. Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, boys and girls, if you've got that level of money, get security. Armed security. Like I said, a redneck with a gun costs about $30 an hour. Figure it out.
Yeah, you go to like I said, you go to the National. They got the big bank vaults right there on the table, and they have security in their own cameras and stuff. Like I said, I'm not relying on no vending camera. I go to the National, I'm not relying on vending camera. I'm gonna have my own cameras pointing at everything right there with the lights. I'm gonna look. If I ever get vendor at the National, it's gonna be lights, camera, action, pew pew. Anybody want to touch?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to touch, but
you gonna meet my buddy Smith and Weston.
What my homegirl says, we got pit bulls and pew pews.
Yes, sir. Pit bulls and pew pews. So if you find out anything, like I said, any more information, Day Sports Cards on Instagram. They just made a TikTok to keep everybody updated on that, and probably on Twitter also. But like I said, just let them know, man. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody, if you're listening to this video and you've not been caught up on that, please go look at the video. You may, if you know these individuals, you may come up on 70 grand like that. Because I mean, these people got the money like that. Like, bro, I still going back to the, I hope the police find them, because if somebody else finds them, they might find them on the bottom of a river, concrete shoes, real talk. Like, because Pastor Cliff ain't coming over there.
Pastor Troy will, though.
We ready?
Yeah, so speaking about the National, like I said, we got National coming up at the end of the month.
16 days, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I should know that. Something like that. And we will be there on Thursday through Sunday. So we are definitely going. It's definitely stamped. Okay. The Quiet Car Podcast will be there. So if y'all there, hey, you know what I'm saying? Show us some love. You know what I'm saying? We might I don't know. I guess we do some giveaways. I guess we do stickers or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out.
Got something.
So basically, like I said, this is the for our national show. This is only part one right now, right? So basically, traveling wise, basically we're just gonna go over just like basic stuff, kind of in this. We'll go over more details of what we're doing more in trade nights and stuff. I guess probably like next week. But listen, there's only one trade night that really matters. But I love how they're actually making 3 trade nights at the venue. So I'm actually kind of liking that. And do understand that this is under the new operations that just sold into the new ownership. So it's gonna be a little different in how they gonna work.
First year of taking over, so I'm really curious to see how it turns out. Honestly,
Cleveland, Ohio, we're gonna definitely be there. Next year's gonna be Chicago, but it's gonna be in Cleveland right now. So like I said, so for me, I'm definitely, like I said, best, especially that Thursday. For me, now how I do national is this: I'm going there just to see everybody that I haven't seen in a year. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a convention for me. I ain't buying nothing at national. It's way too much. If they even sell
profits and partying, profits and partying.
That's all I'm going for. Is that, and like I said, I'm gonna look around and enjoy, but my main focus is chill with the people I know who I haven't saw in a year or so, or if it's seen at one show this year, and I know they're gonna set up at the national. Like, shout out to my boy, he coming in from New York. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it in like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him since Coach Collision. So, you know, I just hit, you know, I just saw he's coming. You know what I'm saying? But trade nights and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That especially that Thursday. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. We're coming in Thursday, right? We're just gonna hit the show up early. That's the best thing to do. For me, that's the best thing to do. Hit it up early. Hopefully, the air conditioner's working. Because remember last year? Oh my gosh.
It was muggy up in that Joker, man. Yeah, it was muggy.
Last year was a problem.
Pack your shorts, pack a short sleeve t-shirt, expect it to fail.
And we used to it, man. We from the South, man. We used to it being hot, and we were like, nah. Yeah, I had to go around tank top, man. I like bump that.
I had to go to Dick's Sporting Goods. I had to get a whole new wardrobe. I was like, I need something light.
You did, yeah.
Because I was just like, nah, this ain't gonna.
And then you had to get some comfy shoes because the first shoes you had on, they were super stylish. But bro, after the first 2-3 miles, it's like,
I think he had some shit up to Adidas on or something.
I left my shoes at the house. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely comfy shoes. Don't, man. Listen, if you plan on comfy shoes and battery charger for your phone, you know what I'm saying? Load it up for the national. Okay. Now, like I said, now let me just point this out, right? There's going to be probably 1,000,001 videos from now until by Wednesday of the national to tell you guy by guy on what to do. So I would encourage y'all to go watch those videos because they're all gonna be the same anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look this up, but I tell you one thing: the best video of that whole like series, I would definitely shout him out. Is he's actually comes out from out of Florida, and he has very good. And I watch him anyway. But you talking about a guy that definitely breaks down the whole experience at the national, what to bring, what not to bring, and all this other stuff. Sports Car Collector Chronicles. That's the guy right there. Yeah. Sports Car Collector Chronicles. That's the guy right there to even search anything. But man, look, but like I said, that's what I do. Jerry, talk to him. Like I said,
bro. So just to start off, I'm gonna hammer in on the shoes. Literally, the pair of shoes that I brought, I have previously ran a half marathon in, and I knew they were comfy. So, not that you're gonna go run a half marathon, but bro,
you talking about the Crocs?
First off, no, the Bedrock sandals. I hit my first half marathon in that. Thank you very much.
Hey, Yamo, am I lying? Yamo.
Yeah. Yes. Hey,
I ain't the one to be like, see, Jerry knows the shoes for sure. He the shoe
I got it on Stravia, bro. I
ain't tripping.
But yeah, no, on like for real, I would not go in with a brand new pair of shoes either. I would go in with a pair of shoes that you've already broke in. because I could not imagine trying to break in a pair of shoes while you're on the show floor. Like, ain't no way, bro. And please, people, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, wash your hands when you go. No. Wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. This last Nashville show that I was at, I cannot tell you how disgusted I was. I saw so many dealers go to the bathroom in a stall or at the urinal and walk straight out, and they're shaking everybody's hands. I'm gonna be real. That's why I bump people, because I'm like, I'm gonna assume you're nasty.
Wear deodorant also.
Yes.
I don't understand why that's a problem.
I don't know why we got to tell grown men to wear deodorant. I mean, first off, are you not trying to like
show smells, man? Sometimes. Oof.
Now, I will say sports card show smells are not as bad as the con smells, because I've been to some cons and
my gosh,
bro, some of them guys, I'm like, do you not ever think about maybe talking to a pretty girl ever? Like,
no. I would say shout out to San Diego Comic-Con. That was my real, when I used to go to San Diego Comic-Con all the time. The first time I went was like, I can't believe how disgusting this thing smells. I mean, it was, I can't believe it. Like, and then you, like I said, you get car shows and stuff. You're talking to people whose breath is on hell devil.
Okay, listen, with your book bag that you take, bring floss, bring a toothbrush, bring toothpaste. Okay, we all eat at the show. Don't come at me with that moldy cheese breath asking for a deal.
My God.
I literally have played with the idea of putting up at a booth when I'm set up going, if you smell good, you get a better deal. Because I've had some people before that talk to me, and I'm just like,
do that.
You wildin'.
Now the last piece of advice I would say
is he wildin'?
No, but it's true.
No, he's not,
bro. But
preach.
The other thing is you better bring cash, because all the ATMs are going to be empty. Every ATM is going to be empty. Don't think just because you're a millionaire, I'm going to go to the ATM and put it in. Flat out, you're not going to have money in there. Like, go ahead and bring cash with you. Throw it in the side.
Bring cash. Yeah. Now, like I said, that and bring a pen and paper. Number one, you can definitely bring that, because, like I said,
assume the internet's not going to work. Write the prices down on your stuff. I personally went with a notes file on my phone of all my inventory, prices, and I actually went as far as I put in parentheses the last 3 sales. So it's like, okay, hey, if this is $100 card, the last one sold 92, the other one sold 115, and the other sold 105. That way you can literally go, hey, bro, like, I feel like I'm in the middle. I feel like it's a good deal.
Know your prices.
Yeah. Assume the internet's not going to work, because it's probably
that's not. A good point. Yeah, that's a good point, Jerry. But if you have them already, assigned your prices, you got some good comps. Yeah, man, that's the way to go. But I feel you, man. From the germ side, I started doing this at work, and I keep a little bottle of the hand sanitizer. Look, and it smells good too from Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works, yes. Jerry got on me. Listen, Jerry got on me last year for going Bath and Body Works. That is the place.
No, it's the
place.
I promise you. The little small bottle, man. It'll last the whole show. I promise you it will.
I'm trying to tell you.
A couple of them. Go use that. I don't want to, get germs, going around. Want to stay safe while we're around thousands of people.
Which hand sanitizer you got?
I like the mahogany teak wood or something like that. That's a real good.
Yeah, that's fine. I like that one.
Yeah.
Ocean.
The cool water one smells super good too. Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like cool water, right?
See? Yeah. Remember, wear deodorant, people. I don't want to. Yeah. We're gonna have. Matter of fact, we're gonna have a whole just show on like bath time. Because y'all people coming to these shows, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. When I had
rancid. Listen, I had some people. We went pretty early to the Nashville show, right? And I'm like, bro, you're smelling this funky, and it's not even 12 in the afternoon. Like,
exactly. I'm gonna tell you, man. vintage and VFW shows, man. Oof, that smell right there. When you got a whole bunch of like vintage cards and comic books and stuff like that in a small like VFW type, building.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bad smell, man.
Jeez, I can imagine. I can't. Golly. Even at, like I said, even at the local shows like Scottsboro, it's just y'all be smelling.
The other big thing I would say is if you can budget it, get a rolly case. I personally this past weekend purchased my own Quantum. Yeah. Shout out! I bought my first rolly case, and I'll be honest with you, I was walking around Nashville this last show, and my hand just started hurting just from holding the case so long. You know what I'm saying? Like you walk so many times, you're sitting there. You don't normally hold something like this for just hours on end. Dude, that rolly case is so worth it. And if you need a seat, you just sit down on the rolly case, bro.
Yeah, y'all hit me to that last year, man. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get my rolly case. Yo, it was so money. Ton of cars you can walk around with. Just about everybody.
I got what I got my Apache. I'm keeping. That's the one right there.
Hey, listen, the Apache is a super affordable case, and I think the Apache is great. Who makes your insert? Because Amani's got the best insert I've ever seen. That was for the Apache.
I don't know. I just got it on. You just search on Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
But literally, Amani set it to where he can have singles, he can have slabs, and it all fits in nice and snug, super professional.
Yeah, I end up customizing mine, but yeah, if you get them already done by the fine guys at Quantum or somewhere.
Yeah, so like I said, this comes like in the Apache, like this, like you just gotta rip apart. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can cut
sections off what you want.
Yeah, sections. Yeah, it comes with the whole like base, and you just section it off like this, and hey, make your own rows and padded, right? Padded. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Oh, hey, maybe another security thing is when you bring like your battery bank, I would also bring like a little wall charger too, because just like digital security, I see so many of these people just plugging a wire into a random thing on the wall. Bro, that's how cyber theft happens. That's how they steal information off your phone. Make sure you bring the little part that goes into the wall. Seriously, don't just be plugging into random stuff going.
You talking about the base?
Like
Yeah. The brick, yeah.
Yeah, if you bring your own brick, you're good. But I've seen some of these setups where it's like, oh, just plug your phone up, and it's got like 8 little spots, and you just charge your phone here. That's where cyber theft happens every year. Like, because once you plug into the phone, it has all access to all your information. And bro, you want to talk about getting wrecked. You see it in colleges, you see it at the mall, you see it at all these things. It's like, bro, bring your own little brick, bring your wire, plug it into the wall,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Yeah, normally, I don't think about stuff like that, Jerry, man. So yeah, I appreciate you giving us that angle, man. Straight up.
Yeah, because a lot of cyber attacks happen where they have special cords and it looks like a regular iPhone cable, but the moment you plug it in and add power to it, it takes all your information. It'll put like a key logger on it. So when you type in your password for your bank, now they know the username. Now they know the password. Bam, you got no money in the account.
That's why I don't use credit cards in Atlanta. I don't use cards in Atlanta. I don't use cards in Atlanta.
Don't scare me like that, man.
Bro, no, listen, at the gas stations, they're putting the little things on top of the scanners and stealing your information.
I have gotten hit to that. Yeah.
And at the ATMs. Like you can be at any ATM, they do it also. That's why I shake every ATM I'm at. I just shake
100%. 100%. Try to peel that thing off. If it starts to peel off, do not put your card in it.
And also, it's not just like you sticking it in there. It's also with the, you place it on top of it. It doesn't matter. If you use the
tap thing, bro, that's the first thing that they go for. So, just realize that, especially at a venue, a big giant thing like this, not only are you going to have people casing your area, you're going to have people setting up, oh, this is just a charging station for your phone. Just plug your phone into this random wire. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Or like, scoping you out while you're at somebody's table looking at cards and maybe not have your, full attention on your roller case. You gotta watch out for that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, if you have your wallet on you with a lot of cash, I would say walk with your backpack in front of you, not from behind.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Don't, because it's a thing of somebody can just come over and just go unzip, snatch. There's gonna be so many people wall to wall. You know what I'm saying? Or just
and people are bumping into you. So at a certain point, you just kind of have to get used to it at a big event like this, because you can't go in there and go, "Oh, don't touch me," because literally you're elbow to elbow with people.
Yep.
A lot of times. Yeah.
So so also like that's super important right there. But like I said, but
maybe even go as far as to having the RFD wallet, because they can do that little scam where they can tap your thing and get your information like that too.
I was actually thinking about that, but I just got a Louis Vuitton wallet. No fun. I absolutely love.
The LV wallet.
Scammers are out there.
It's a coin. It's a coin card. It's very. I love it.
They're definitely targeting people.
It's super targeting. Yeah.
Yeah. Watch your stuff.
Just be careful. I think the quote of the day is just watch
be careful, brush your teeth, put on deodorant. Come on, do better.
We are going to announce this take a bath show, take deodorant, mints. We are going to name different mints, name different deodorants that you need to go. I don't understand why this is not. This is a thing in the hobby, but we are going to shine super light on it. It's going to be added to the Nationals, of course, that we're going to talk about this. But my gosh, like, ain't no way you're waking up in the morning, you look in the mirror and go,
it'd be all right.
I'm good. I'll be all right. I'm good.
I'm straight. I'm good.
Man, I just had garlic eggs and this and that. It'd be cool. They don't mind. Let me throw some hot Cheetos in on that. Like I get it. Like,
although your mama like it, and anybody else gonna like it,
bro. Your mama's lying to you.
I wouldn't trust her in anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she probably can't smell too. You know what I'm saying? It's probably walking by and giving her hugs and stuff. Like, all right, Charlie, I'll see you later. You know what I'm saying? They be the ones coming to the show with the American flag T-shirt on, going, I'm good today. Nah, it'd be the one with the halter top too. The one with the sleeves.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. He's got the tits out.
Oh my gosh.
Like, the shirt is coming up, showing the midriff.
Oh, what the fuck is that? See the Dunlap disease, where the belly Dunlapped over the belt loop.
You got a Patrick Mahomes?
Said that dude several times at shows.
Hey, the last comp did 50. Would you do 25? It's like, bro, if you kicking like that, I'd consider it.
Yeah, get away from me.
Yes, like please consider your hygiene at these shows.
Yes, please. Now, like I said, we didn't win the hygiene section, but like I said, this needs definitely to be talked about, and we are going to dedicate a whole show. And matter of fact, I could bring on a guest on that show also. Okay, I definitely can bring on a dental hygienist for that show.
Oh yeah.
I know the perfect
This is
person.
how you floss, guys. Start from back, go all the way around. Remember, floss first, then brush.
Their teeth are amazing.
Yeah, so once again, before I end this show, anybody got any information on Dallas, make sure you hit up Day Sports Cards. Oh, I just got DM. You know what I'm saying? Hit up Day Sport Cards. Okay, any information. Okay, remember $70,000 can go a long way in life. A lot of deodorant, but like I said, just hit deodorant, hit them up, and also like I said, be careful at these shows. They're coming at us now. The more money you have, the more problems. Shout out to Biggie. We end it like that. Until next week, like I said, this is the national show. Kinda. Next week is gonna be part 2. Whatever news come about this and this, it's gonna be the same thing. And also, like I said, catch us. Also, like I said, follow us on Apple, Spotify,
YouTube,
TikTok, Twitch now. We're on Twitch doing all that now. Yabo and whatnot is YABO. Okay, that show's coming soon. Next week we will probably talk about the secret car show that we're doing, private car show we're doing. Okay, it's the reason why they call us the Quiet Car Podcast, because we got shows also. We got that coming also.
Big things coming quietly.
PWCC Sundays, we're also doing that also. After show vibes is every Tuesday night that we do. And
Monday
also
night vibes after every F1 race.
Also check out Jerry's gonna be on FD channel come this Thursday, which will be tomorrow. Okay, it'll be tomorrow night. Check out let's see what this July 10th. It'll be July 12th. So it'll be July 12th. Check Jerry out.
If you're not already following FD, you got to follow FD. Yeah. He's family.
Yeah. Also, we will be streaming that show. Yabo and I will be streaming that show also. So we'll be going live on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Also, doing that show. You know what I'm saying? It's his birthday week, so we're finna celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's doing Shaquille O'Neal numbers. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, and look, follow Yabo Instagram, follow Jerry on Instagram. You ain't gotta follow me. And but anyway, listen, until next time, be the National Show Part 2. Okay. Remember, brush your teeth, wear deodorant.
Don't steal people's shit.
Don't steal people's shit also.
Wash your hands after the bathroom.
In that order. We out. Peace.
On yourself.
Yabo!